Oh, all right, we're back. The Graveyard Shift Movie Podcast, episode 22 with the Hills Have Eyes.
Daddy.
Oh, Hills Have Eyes. Hills Have Eyes remake from 2006 of the Wes Craven 1977 film. This has been a movie we've been supposed to watch since like the very beginning of the show. like,
Episode 4, yeah.
yeah, it was supposed to be Bag's second pick. That was when he was gonna pick it. But so it's a little postponed, but we finally got around to it. Tyler, how did the build up match the the final product? What are you scoring this one?
Um, I'll give it like a solid. I want to give it like a 4, but the second half's pretty good, so I'll give it a 6.
Okay, well, I will go ahead and give it that 4 that you wanted to give it.
How dare you?
Yeah, Bags.
I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10.
Little 6.
It was crazy. It was way crazier than I remember.
Yeah.
I actually saw this shit in theaters when I was like 14.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, hey, spoiler warning. We're gonna ruin everything, so be prepared. Anyway, what do we want to talk about first? Well, first I want to talk
Okay.
about. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
There's two versions of this. Did any of you watch the unrated version?
I did
By
not.
I
mistake?
probably did.
I did not watch the unrated version.
How can you tell the
Okay.
difference?
Uh,
Um, it, there's a few different scenes. I watched the one on HBO. I think it was the normal version.
mm-hmm.
But I think in the unrated one, there's a part where this guy like bites the head off a bird.
Yeah, that's
He
what I
like
watched.
you
No,
saw
well,
that?
that was in the theatrical one that I watched.
Does he bite
Is
the head off the bird and
And
then
then-
rape the woman right afterwards?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely like some shots like that that aren't in the other one.
Well, I just
But
well because on Prime, you can rent the theatrical one or the unrated one, and I rented the theatrical one, and that was in
okay,
there.
word.
So
All right. Okay, I think we all watched the same version then. All right.
all right. Yeah, he bit the head off that
Oh.
bird, and then he like squirted the blood into his mouth. I was like, ah.
Like, and all over his face,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Yeah.
That whole scene, that fucking 5 minutes is like some insane shit.
Yeah, and like
Okay.
he
The part before it creeps me out more.
which one?
Where the fucking girl's sleeping and like the big, let's call them mutants.
I was
so we
gonna-
don't offend anybody.
I was gonna call them freaks, but we can call them
Cannibals.
mutants.
Yeah, we'll call them mute because they're mutated by nuclear waste or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's sitting there like brushing that girl's hair while
Yeah.
she sleeps.
I was calling that one.
Holy
Yeah.
shit!
I was calling that one sloth the whole time. He just looked like
How dare
a
you.
big mean sloth. So, yeah, but
Okay.
Oh, that it kind of looked like Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah, like a, like yeah.
yeah, yeah, but
can
that
see
whole scene of like when he's going to like rape her, I was like, oh man, this is 2006, so he might get away with this. And then like he did, he was in there, and I was like, oh man, this is something. And then like it's the same scene, right, where they open up the door. And then the guy's like, now! And then it does the crazy zoom in of like the dad just on fire on that tree, like burning. And I was
Yeah.
like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Yeah. That
that
dad,
was insane.
yeah, that dad who is played by Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs, I was very excited to see in this movie. So, shout out to him.
Big ball.
Didn't even
Big
notice
Bob.
that.
Yeah.
Shit.
He's a little older now, but
He's 20 years later. Like,
yeah. But still.
so let's go back to the beginning.
Okay.
So
Let's do it.
it's a family. Well, it's senior citizen family with their kids and grandkid, new first grandkid, I guess. And they're on vacation in a truck and a camper.
Mm-hmm.
And they decide to take a shortcut, and they come across
Well,
just wasteland.
yeah, the gas station guy tells him about it. He's like, you know, if you go on this dirt road,
Well, I mean,
they
I think
do
the whole
the
thing was the thing.
they do
That's
decide
the
to
weird
take
part of this movie.
it. Okay.
is that for some reason there's like this whole scheme to where the guy's selling the jewelry
Uh-huh.
and the
Yeah.
fancy stuff. I'll be damned if I know where that money was going, because no
Yeah.
one in this movie had good stuff. Like,
Yeah,
No.
I was thinking that too. Like, why didn't this guy like sell that all that gold and jewelry, and, like get a condo or something?
yeah,
Yeah.
or fucking anything, a better generator, like I don't know, anything.
But like, it was because that girl saw the bag with all those jewels or jewelry
Yeah,
that he was like, "Oh yeah, you want to take this shortcut?"
Yeah.
Like, I feel like he didn't want to tell them.
well, I mean, he,
He thought he was gonna get in trouble or something after she saw the bag.
Yeah.
I mean, he probably was too, right? Because she definitely did look into it.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, and then he looked down at it and it like acknowledged that she had saw it, and then he like rushed out and he was like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
take this left,"
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
which no one would ever do. Like,
yeah.
he'd be like, "Oh yeah, thanks." That kind of dad, that character would have been like, "Fuck you, buddy.
Yeah.
Fucking tell me."
Yeah. Well, like, because then they take that shortcut, and of course, there's a spike strip, and they hit the spike strip, and then they hit the fucking rock, and the truck's all messed up. But then afterwards, they show him, like,
But wait,
what's up?
the best line of the movie, get the baby.
Get the baby? Yeah.
It's yeah, I was like, why would you get the baby? Leave it in the seat where it's perfectly
Yeah.
fine and safe.
Watch the baby!
And he was like, watch the baby.
Yeah.
And he just runs into the rock.
And then he's sitting there looking at it, and the wife's, like, saying something to him, and he starts going, "It's not my fault. It's all of ours fault." And I was like, it is not everybody's fault. It is clearly your fault, Bob. Like,
It's like, how do you hit a rock too? Like,
the one
like,
rock.
oh,
Apparently-
fuck it.
when the tires blew, it broke the axle.
Yeah.
So and then he hit the rock.
I like-
and then he was like, it's exploded. And the guy's like, okay, how do we fix it?
Yeah. And he was like, he just started laughing at him.
Yeah.
I like that before at the gas
Identify as
station.
Bob.
Yeah, where the guy's pumping the gas. And Bob's like, it's illegal to have a cigar around gas. And the guy like just keeps smoking. Yeah.
Don't you know it's illegal to smoke around a gas pump?
Yeah, Big Bob, he was something. Did you see the line that I told you I thought about you when he said it?
Oh, about he's a Democrat. He doesn't believe in guns. or something.
Yeah, he doesn't like guns or whatever. Which, And then as soon as I said that, I was like, okay, later. But
That's a whole different thing. I'll wait a little while before I talk about that.
yeah,
But yeah, so then the creepy guys invade.
one of the problems I had with this movie is I wish the mutants were creepier. Like, I almost felt like they were like comedy, like, I don't know, they never were creepy to me. They're always like giggling and like had these funny voices, and I was like, it seemed like they were the characters from Nightbreed or something. Like, they were just
Like bumbling idiots.
yeah, yeah.
Dude, that scene where like, you remember where he fought that guy in the house
Mm-hmm.
and he was chasing him around with like a fucking axe?
Yeah.
Wasn't that a cool ass fucking scene?
It was cool, but yeah, and the whole time I was like, because they had that thing where when they were gonna rape that girl, like Sloth goes to like rape her, and he's like, "No, you have to be a man to do this." But then he's the one that's like doing all the fighting, and so I didn't understand the dynamic of that family at all.
I think the other guy's just
Just an asshole.
like it's all like in charge, right?
Yeah.
So like the main guy in charge, I think, was the guy in black.
Yeah, who you only see like near the end of the movie.
Yeah.
It's like,
And then I think it went the guy with the really bad hair lip or whatever.
yeah.
With the blades.
Oh,
And then the other guy. So
Bag's like, all right, good podcast. Oh, he's back.
hey,
Hey.
I don't know what happened. Yeah.
But Yeah, and then what does he do to the dude? He like that dude gets like a three-piece combo. He like gets a screwdriver through the foot, then he
Well,
gets like an American flag through the neck.
he gets a bat in the stomach,
Yeah.
and then he gets a screwdriver in the foot, and then a flag in the neck, and then an axe in the head.
Axe in the head, yeah.
So it was
R.I.P.
it was crazy. The whole fight scene is pretty good.
That was it was a good fight scene.
Hey, can we do a shout out to the most important character of this movie?
Yes. The dog.
The dog. Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite part of this movie is the revenge story of the dog, like going after the people who killed his brother.
Or boyfriend or I don't
Or
know.
sister.
It was Beauty.
Beauty and Beast.
Yeah.
And I don't remember which one lived.
Beauty's the one that died,
Okay.
and Beast is the
Yeah.
one that was left.
And yeah, and they make you think like that dog gets killed too, because they do the thing where you hear the dog barking, which it was very clearly a mutant doing the barking, and I was like, "Why are you going out
Yeah.
there, kid?" And then so you're like, "Oh, they got the other dog," and then it shows the dude who like was eating the dog leg earlier, sitting there talking on the radio, and then the dog comes out of nowhere, gets his neck, and I was like, "Yeah."
It's cool because he looks even, and he's like, "Oh, I don't see nothing."
Yeah,
The dog gets him. So there's a couple sequels to this movie.
there is.
Stay away from them, bro.
Oh yeah.
So
They're
I was thinking of a different movie where they find like a Native American guy,
Uh-huh.
like a tracker, like assassin dude,
Yeah.
and it's him hunting down all the mutants.
Mm.
I was like, this would be the best show ever. But
That might be
Yeah.
like I've seen Wrong Turn 1. And
That's the best one.
I don't remember which of these came out first. Obviously this is a remake. But Wrong Turn is basically the same thing. It's just mutants living in a hill. People take a wrong turn and they start killing them, eating them. That was a good one. It has Detective
Yeah.
Quinn from Dexter.
I was just about to say that. the only movie in the world starring Quinn.
Yeah. There you go. But
rightfully so.
there wasn't enough pickaxe kills in this movie. After the beginning with that dude just wrecking those scientists with the pickaxe, I was like, oh, this is going to be like a mainstay. And the only time you really see it again is when that dude in the black coat throws it at the kids and like sticks into the door. Oh, well then I guess he gets killed with it too, doesn't he?
Well, no, the guy with the fucking neck brace gets killed with it.
I thought he got killed with the axe.
Yeah, but the other side of it. He
Well,
flips
you
it to the
got,
last
yeah.
second.
But yeah,
Oh, yeah.
but they set up the very elaborate like trailer explosion where it's like yeah, but anyway, the guy like opens it up and gets blown up and they show him all burn up. And then the girl who's been crying the whole movie finally does something where she gets the pickaxe he left and comes over and like
I'm sorry, are you referring to the rape victim?
yeah, I am.
Think of okay. I sent Tom a message, and I didn't send any other messages because it was like I figured I'd cover it now. But like these people are very happy-go-lucky about the situation they're in,
Uh-huh.
and I'm like these fucking idiots, and I'm like it's because I know, right? Like
Yeah.
I've seen. I was like, this is 100% how I would react too, right?
Yeah.
I was like, there's no one out in these hills, idiot. You know, like,
Yeah.
and everything turns to shit really quick.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't like I've never been in a position where cannibals are hunting me down or anything. But I like to believe that like, you know, even if they raped me, like I'd still be like, all right, we gotta fight, you know? But yeah, she was just crying the whole time. I was like, come on.
Well, okay, yeah, you got that, but then she watched her sister die and her
Mhm.
mom die, and her father burned to death.
Yeah.
Like, think about everything this lady's been through.
Yeah. That the
So-
sister dying like unexpected.
Yeah,
But
right?
yeah. But I like they show like the mom runs in, the guy shoots her with that gun, she goes flying against the wall. Dude shoots her point blank with the with the pistol. Doesn't blow her head off, and somehow when he came in and knelt down to her and she did like the like that, I was like, no way this girl's alive. And then thankfully she like died. And I was like, okay. We're still good. But yeah,
Yeah, that was insane. That whole fucking part
shit really hit the
almost
fan.
made me
Like,
not even like the movie.
yeah, like half the cast got taken out in a 5 minute span.
All right, let's talk about my least favorite part of this movie.
Okay.
Oh, we'll get on. We'll do the
The
favorite worst
Wobo.
parts. Yeah, the
The
Wobo.
Wobo time.
Um, there's two very prominent guns, and well, I guess three if you count the shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
And he gives the kid this like I don't even know what it was. It looks like a Beretta, but it's not.
Yeah.
But he gives him like an automatic gun,
Uh-huh.
semi-auto pistol. And you get the feeling that he knows how to use this gun.
That's
that,
what I
it's
think.
his
Yeah.
gun. This kid doesn't hit a single shot.
Nope.
Whole movie. One, he's like straight on the man in black,
Yeah.
and he's like running. All he has to do is stop and turn.
Yeah, but instead he's like,
Yeah. He's like shooting over his shoulder. The guy's taken off after killing his parents and raping his sister
Yeah.
and having a baby. Missed all those shots while these guys run in a straight line away from him.
Yep.
I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, pretty
And
bad.
the guy with the hand cannon is just as bad. He gets to the car and it's like, boom. So
Yeah. But yeah, I was like, come on, kid. What was your favorite part? Even though we sort of mentioned it already.
the guy blowing his fucking brains out in the shit.
That was pretty solid.
That was cool
I
as
forgot
fuck.
what he said right before he did it.
Was
And he
it?
was like, I'm tired of this. I tried.
Yeah.
No, it's I tried.
Yeah.
I tried.
Kapow.
Yeah, I always appreciate a good head explosion in one of these. Yeah, that was solid. For a minute, I thought. Go ahead.
This is completely off topic,
Okay.
whatever. But remember you were telling me about that lady who made that movie for the autistic guy, and everyone was mad.
See ya. Yeah.
So someone commented saying that me and like apparently autistic people have their own acting guild,
Oh shit.
and it was like I told them I could have stepped in at any minute, and then her response was, "Well, maybe you're just a bad actor."
Damn.
I'm like, what? Anyway, sorry. I just read that. It blew my mind.
Yeah. Jesus.
So
But. Oh yeah, you said your favorite, blowing the head off. For a minute, I thought that guy was. I get now that they were making fun of Bob when they were like "Daddy" from the
Yeah.
But for a minute, I thought that was their dad. I was like, oh, it all makes sense now. But it was not. It was not their dad, unfortunately. But
can I ask a question?
go ahead.
So,
What happened to there's a bald lady combing a wig
Mm-hmm.
who didn't look like a mutant or anything at all, and I'm
Nope.
kind of offended because it's like this lady's bald. Look at her, she's a mutant.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's just a bald lady, guys. Come on, women can be bald too.
Yeah.
She pops up, takes dude out. You never see her
Never
again.
see her again. Yeah. Maybe
So,
she
I'm
was the
like-
one at the end of the movie, still watching them through the goggles.
Spoiler.
Spoiler.
Extra spoiler.
Yeah. Just when you thought you were out, they pull you right back in.
I was literally hoping that dude would blow Ruby away.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
He wouldn't be like.
That's
yeah,
what I
he
thought was
wouldn't-
gonna happen. When she was running at him, I thought he was gonna like accidentally shoot her or something, or not even accidentally, like shoot her. They should have got rid of Ruby a long time ago. She was always fucking up their program, like stealing hoodies and shit. But anyway, Bags, you got a favorite and least favorite?
let's see. My least favorite, probably when that girl was raped.
Yeah.
And probably my most favorite was when he was fighting that guy in the house.
Yeah.
I liked when he tried to block the door with a tub, and the dude just came straight through the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit! I forgot about all that shit. I haven't seen this in like, it's been like almost 16 years since I've seen this movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was pretty cool.
My favorite, I said it already about the dog doing his little revenge story, but there
Yeah.
was the the part where that guy who as he's like taking off the other sister's clothes that he's gonna kill, he sees that she had a baby, and so he like just starts drinking her breast milk, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh. So anyway, I'd never seen, a mutant drink some breast milk in one of these movies, so that was different. So I'll say that's
That was least?
that was favorite. I'll say that's favorite.
What?
Yeah. And least favorite is probably the
That was
minute.
his favorite
Yeah.
monster.
And my least favorite was probably the minute scene of that dude creeping through the house, and you hear the fucking broke neck dude being like, fucking singing the Star Spangled
Yeah.
Banner.
Yeah.
And he's like, after every line.
Gave food through the night. Our flag was still there.
Man, that dude's head looked like one of my nuts. Like, it was horrible. It was like sagging over the chair.
He
I
re-
never
yeah.
leave.
He reminded me of me when my foot was broken. It's just I sit here, I never move.
Dude, when he was like locked in like whatever that thing was.
That
Remember when?
cooler or
Uh-huh.
whatever?
Yeah, that was a crazy scene.
With like body parts and shit in there.
Could he not? I feel like he would have seen all of that even before he struck the match. And then when he hit the match, it was so clear.
Yeah, like I was a little upset that you didn't get. I thought that dude was gonna get axed in the head with the flat, because his head just looked like it'd be so satisfying
Yeah.
to like cut open.
Yeah, or just shot in the head.
Yeah.
And just pour out whatever's
But
in
then the dog just kills him off screen. You just hear him like screaming, and I was like, oh.
there. Well, he orders the death of the baby. Kill the baby.
He does do that.
And then the dog's like, "Arr," and he's like, "Ah," you know. So
Yeah. Hey, this movie.
Okay.
Okay.
Another question.
Yeah.
What?
So there's guys like outside the door, and the kid fires 3 shots, and apparently chops one of their arms off.
Apparently, yeah.
Blows an arm off, which that wouldn't happen. But
Yeah, especially with that gun.
they found an arm, and then they act like there's a guy under the trailer,
Mm-hmm.
and he shoots under the trailer.
Yeah.
Apparently kills him because they don't worry about that. They don't look. They don't pay any mind. They
Yeah.
don't. They don't go. What are we messing? Oh, this guy is deformed. Who the fuck was that guy? Like they never talk of.
I thought it was like, because the arm's there, then they like shoot underneath the trailer and the dog comes running out. And I was like, oh, the dog was under there. But then it was like the dog came from a different direction. So it's
Yeah.
like,
They never show that mutant at all. I have a feeling that maybe that's an unrated. I don't know. Like I had no clue. Like it was just the biggest waste of a mutant.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know.
So
Yeah, I feel like the dude in the black coat was wasted. He didn't even look
He's
like
the
a
main-
mutant.
So there's a movie called Warlock, and
Yeah.
he's like the main star of it, I
Mm.
think. And yeah,
Like, he just looked like a big biker dude.
he's not though. He's like he plays like the skeevy guy. Remember Untouchables?
Yeah.
Remember the main assassin guy that has a gun in court, and the guy's like, he's got a gun in court.
Yeah.
The guy who kills Sean Connery in Untouchables.
Uh-huh.
That's the
I
same
can't
guy.
remember his face.
Yeah.
So he's like a super known actor.
Yeah.
Like never like A-list, but he's always like the
That
main
dude,
bad
that dude with the neck brace that gets axed in the back or whatever. Oh, that gets the spike through the face or whatever. It's played by Greg
Yeah.
Nicotero, who does like all the makeup and like gore effects and shit for like every horror movie ever. So
That's crazy.
shout
because he had the worst looking makeup out of everybody
Yeah.
there.
well, because he had to do it himself.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, he just had a neck brace on. I didn't notice anything else was off about him.
yeah, there's some people who just don't really look like mutants, but hey, this movie
That
had
guy was just handicapped.
yeah,
He got axed in the knee, right, or the shin.
yeah, something like that.
So then he throws his gun down. No, that's when you hold on to the
Yeah,
gun, right?
yeah.
Like, at what point do you get attacked by an axe wielding maniac, and you're like, you know what? I don't need
Yeah.
this gun.
Hey, this movie had a budget $15 million. made $70 million at the box office.
Damn.
So, yeah. Also, shout out to Big Bob. I saw that basically all of his lines and actions in this movie were improvised. So, good on him, I guess.
Can we talk about the worst scene in the whole movie?
Go ahead.
When he goes to the cave and nothing happens.
Yeah.
He has a dog, and he's tracking the blood or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And then he goes to this cave, and it's like a 10-minute part of the movie, and nothing.
Yeah.
No one jumps him in the cave. There's no fight. There's no nothing. It just shows him walking up mountain paths.
Yeah.
And shit. And I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, man, this is
Yeah.
going to be good. Ooh, there's stuff in them caves.
Yeah.
And then nothing. And I went, ah.
Well, how'd you...
Oh, when he followed the fucking mine.
Yeah, the
Like
mine
all
shaft,
the
whatever. Yeah.
all the way to the town.
Yeah,
that
nothing
was
cool
crazy.
ever happened in that mine shaft.
Yeah, you're
Like, they
expecting
keep
it.
showing you the entrance and stuff, the whole movie. Yeah.
And then, like, when he's in it, they keep showing you these weird angles where you're like, ooh,
Yeah.
are we in the eyes of the, whatever? And it was like, no, this is where we left to go, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay.
Did you like...
Remember
There's a
when-
couple parts like that.
Yeah.
Like, wasn't Big Bob being pulled through there? And he was
Yeah,
like,
on a cart.
whoa.
Yeah. Fucking Big Bob.
Like, when he gets the baby, he leaves the bat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why would you leave your only weapon?
Like, sorry, what, bro?
I was like, they have that part where after he fucking kills the sloth or whatever in that fight, there's that scene where he's putting his glasses back on and it's playing the most dramatic victory music I've ever heard in a movie before. And like,
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
I think that's supposed to be like his loss of innocence, right? Like, now he's killing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if someone took my kid and I saw that bald bitch combing her wig, I would have fucking home run that head as
Yeah.
hard as I could have.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
at that point, it's like, if my baby's upstairs in your house, you're getting knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care. Like, oh, she might not have nothing to do with. No,
Yeah.
no, you're getting the old Louisville Slugger to the cranium. So-
Also, they had that scene like 20 minutes into the movie of that kid fixing the fan so he can be like, oh, I just needed to move some wires around just to build up for his little wire trap with the matches. So it's like, he can fix air conditions, he can set up bombs.
Oh, I thought they were trying to show that the other guy was like a waste of space.
Oh no. It all made sense to me when he started making these wire like things. I was like, oh, that's why the air condition scene was in here.
They went out of their way to make that dude look fucking useless.
Mm-hmm.
The main character, I guess.
Hey.
Yeah, they did.
They're like,
I don't know
sell
why.
cell phones. Hey, can I use your cell phone? It ain't working.
Yeah. You ain't gonna get no customers out here.
Yeah, they hated that guy.
Yeah, and then dude tries to clap back at Big Bob, and they're like, hey, knock it off.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And then the sister was like a bitch to the other sister. She was like, remember, she's
Yeah.
like, you have to get a job.
And she's like, your job? And she's like, I help around the
Yeah.
store.
Yeah,
Oh.
like I didn't get the relationship. Like,
We are bypassing the really awkward part
Where he's
the
staring
dude
at the
looking-
titties?
Yeah, looking at his wife's underage sister,
Yeah.
topless or not topless. She has a bra on, or whatever. But he stops and he's like,
Yeah.
or whatever, and I'm like, what?
yeah.
So
I was like,
it's
is this
so
gonna be a
weird.
thing later?
I guess it has
Well,
to.
hey,
now,
yeah,
right?
now he's freed up.
Yeah. I can't help but notice.
Baby
I'm,
needs a new mama.
single, and you're easy. She's like, I was raped.
Yeah.
You know.
I like the part where they do the whole thing to like put the mom and the sister's body in that car right next to the bomb, and I was like, well, I guess it's supposed to be some bait or whatever, but then like the mom gets taken, And that sister's like, "Where's mom? Where's mom?" She starts freaking out, and the dude like grabs her hand. And he's like, "Come on!" He's just dragging her along. That might have been the worst part of the movie. Was those two at the trailer the whole time? Just
Well, if dude could hit a shot, maybe.
dude could hit a shot, but could hit nothing. I saw apparently this is based, both this and the 1977 Wes Craven version that now I feel like I have to watch. They were inspired by the legend of Alexander Sawney Bean, the psychopathic, I said that weird, head of a Scottish clan that reportedly killed 1,000 people to feed their inbred blood. Bean and company would set booby traps for travelers and then attack. Eventually, the disappearances drew the attention of King James. What's VI, guys? What's VI?
The sixth.
The Sixth, who put an end to Bean's reign and massacred his entire family. A lot of people say, a lot of people say it was just a smear campaign by the British, but many people still believe in Sawney's tale. So there you go. Shout out to Alexander Bean.
And Sawney.
Yeah,
The Tale of Sawney.
tale of Sawney. Two Sawneys in the sunset. Am I right? Yeah. Oh, by the way,
Hang up so
yeah,
bad.
I was so mad when a homeboy gets the shotgun back and he kills or he shoots the mutant in the chest, and then like he goes over and like kicks him a little bit, and then like what's her face is bringing her baby up to him, and he just drops the shotgun by him and walks away, and I was like, come on, man. Like, even if he thought he was dead, at that point I'd still be on the revenge thing, so I'd be like give him another one. But he didn't. He just walked away, gave him a weapon. You know, we had
It's
to
like-
further the plot.
When it's like, and even when the three of them and the baby, they're all back together, aren't they still so fucked?
Yeah. Well, they have no car in the middle of a desert.
Yeah.
Like, who knows how far the last gas station was that they passed before they got to that one.
Isn't the guy missing fingers too?
Yeah,
At
he
that
got his
point,
fingers chopped off. I forgot about that.
Like, this guy's gonna lose his hand
Yeah.
if he doesn't get that shit treated.
And then, like I said before, someone is still watching them. So, like, more mutants
Yeah.
are gonna come.
And spoiler, the second one doesn't even pick up on that.
Oh, fuck.
So that really meant nothing.
Yeah, it just meant that they were going
Yeah.
to the sequel.
They're
Yeah.
still out there.
That was a cool ass scene with the fight scene with the guy using the spike strip. Like, I was like, okay, this is different. Dude, like, whipping
Was
around
it?
the spike strip.
Yeah, but he did
Yeah.
nothing.
It didn't do anything, but, you know. Even though I'm pretty
did
sure
you
he hits his
notice-
chest at one point, but it doesn't leave any, like, marks.
Yeah.
When the fucking spikes blow out the car, the spikes come out the ground. Did you see that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't a spike strip. It was like that guy has like razor wire or something,
So-
but the spike strips are like real spike strips.
Yeah.
They're not like that stuff. So.
Yeah, but there were spike strips installed in the ground.
Hell yeah. They've been there a
Always.
long time.
Yeah, I guess this whole thing is like it's all a racket or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, what
Crazy.
was this operation these cannibals were... Oh, I'm sorry. Mutants were running.
Well, cannibals, no. Cannibal mutants.
That's what I kept calling them.
Yeah.
But they never. Oh, they were eating a dog, weren't they? One guy.
The dude in the black coat was eating the mom when the guy came up on him.
I think they eat
Oh, yeah.
whatever. I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
Because there was a really weird part where they were like, when they were about to rape that girl, and he's like going through the Tupperware, and he grabs food, takes a bite, and then sees the bird, and then puts the food down.
Yeah.
To eat the bird instead. And I'm like, okay. It's like this is strange. But
Had to have that scene with
Huh.
the bird in, man. But
I can't believe this doesn't pick up right where the other one left off.
well,
Yeah, it's like a. What?
I was gonna say something tells me that the sequel is more of a gorier movie, if that makes
Have
sense.
you seen the sequel?
I haven't seen any of these, but something about it, I would think that the next one is like worse, but they put
They
in
gotta
like
top
more
it,
gore,
whatever.
and there's gonna
Yeah,
be
the
like naked
the
chicks or
second one,
something.
it wasn't nearly as like as good as the first one,
Yeah,
and the first one wasn't even that good.
That great, yeah.
yeah,
So
It was, but like I think the second one, I think I remember like the army goes goes up into the hills to investigate
Oh
like what was
snap!
going on, and then and like a small military group is attacked by the cannibals.
Mm,
well,
I think
that's the question, right? Because in the very beginning of this movie, they kill a bunch of like science researchers
yeah,
for the army, and it's like they would be waiting for them to come back, right?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
they wouldn't just be like, I guess they went home, They would
Unless
be
like
like,
the
what?
army knows, and they're like ah, can't be messing with the mutants up in the hills. But
you'll just leave them there.
I
This movie
yeah,
had an amazing opening,
the
though.
opening was cool. Yeah, with all the
Like
explosions, and it was like, and it would show like the
it would show a
Yeah.
little
yeah.
mutated
Which
person. Yeah,
fun fact, those pictures were actually just pictures of people that were diseased with Agent Orange or whatever from Vietnam. So
Oh shit.
I know Agent Orange the band, but
I did notice they were Asian, showing a lot of Asian babies deformed.
agent, not Asian.
But it was
AGENT.
showing it was showing a bunch of Asian kids though.
Well, I mean, hey,
hey, well yeah,
they eat a lot of carbs. I don't know.
but I don't know what I thought this movie. I for some reason I thought this movie was gonna be like people get taken to like the shack where the cannibals live, and that's where the whole movie takes place, and it's like them getting tortured and like in the. Tyler, you remember that part in Preacher, both the book and the show, where dude winds up with those cannibals in like a shack, and for some reason I thought there was like a whole movie about that, and I thought this was it, but apparently it isn't. Which who knows? Bags, have you ever seen the original?
I have.
Oh shit.
It's all it's all right.
Yeah.
I think the original has the chicken fucker
It does.
from the whatever in it.
Yeah.
He's like the main guy. So
Shout out chicken fucker.
I just saw that when I was looking up this movie, and I almost watched the wrong one.
Yeah. But so anyway.
I don't know. This just had like this felt like bootleg Texas Chainsaw Massacre to me.
Well, especially with
Right,
the ice chest thing. I was like, oh. I was like, so this is what it was like to be that girl in that ice chest.
Well, it was just like they had the ear in the container, and it was like, why? It's like all this other jewelry's not attached to people.
Yeah.
Like, why would you stop here to? And I'm sorry, if I'm a cannibal, I think the ear would be a tasty bit.
Yeah?
Why would you?
Yeah.
I don't
That'd
know.
be good eat.
Well,
You ever
it's
had a pig
all
ear sandwich?
No, I haven't.
Do you eat bologna ever?
Yeah.
Imagine like most tender bologna you've ever had. That's what a pig ear tastes like.
We eating tonight, boys. I don't know. I don't know what if I was a cannibal, what part would I go after?
As it was, I mean,
Um,
like in primates, they go after the groin first, like every time.
That would probably be alright.
straight to
The
the
groin
dick.
and the eyes, yeah.
I might go for
That's
some
in like
thigh
crazy
meat.
chimp. It's a hard working muscle. You don't want that. You have to stew it. You want a muscle they don't use very often.
Whoa.
So
What are you saying about their junk?
Can
I'm
I
just saying that's how it is in cows.
Can I just eat raw flesh? Can I just cut in and go?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that one guy had hands that apparently ripped raw flesh out of people, and I'm like, how?
Yeah.
I was like, try to do that next time you get like a piece of meat. Try to rip it in half. See how far you get.
Yeah.
There's a reason to make knives. Like
Maybe
that shit's hard.
Eat some lips.
Lip would be good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe like titty meat, breast or whatever.
Yeah, a little nipple.
I don't know about nipple.
That
Fucking
could.
freak.
What if you made a ratatouille out of nipples?
But like I said, any muscle that's not heavily used. So, but if you're making a stew, then
The
I don't know.
brain.
Something tells me the camel eating you would starve.
Yeah.
But, hey.
Anyway.
But anyways, I don't know. This is a weird conversation to have. We should probably move on
From what would we eat if we became
yeah,
cannibals?
if you were a cannibal, what meat you would go for?
Yeah.
The ass.
Oh.
I eat that booty like groceries.
I thought you were going into a part about the movie, and I realized you were still. Yeah.
Does the dog come back at the end?
Yeah, he's walking with the guy because they have that dramatic shot of him coming over the ridge with the dog and the baby. The dog made it. Shout out.
No one else.
Until it eventually dies of starvation and dehydration in the desert.
Well, now it's got a taste for flesh, right? So,
Yeah. It's
Like,
gonna
if a
get
dog
hungry
bites a
and it's just gonna
person
be
in real
looking at the
life,
baby.
yeah.
Like, "Rrr."
like if a dog bites a person in real life, they put it down because it gets
Yeah.
a taste for the flesh.
That's the part they don't show you about this movie is them being real hungry in the desert and they're like, well, sorry, beast. Fucking put
Is
him
it
down.
me or did they make a very big point of showing everyone drinking water all the fucking time?
Yeah, they had plenty of water.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they were always just chugging the water
Mhm.
constantly. Look at this asshole. Look at him.
You reminded me. Had to hydrate. Yeah.
I want some Chinese food, boys. All this talking about eating. Oh, never mind.
Oh.
Get some spare ribs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna fucking Snapchat bags. Arr, arr. But it's gonna be an egg roll, so it's not
Yeah.
gonna make sense. It's gonna be like, what? Unfriended.
All right. We got anything else we want to talk about with this one?
Let me think.
Go
Let me
ahead.
go through my head real
The-
fast. You don't have any more random facts?
No.
I have to pick a movie, and I haven't even thought about it.
Wow. Hey, well, you're on the spot.
Did you look into this director?
The guy who directed this? No,
Mm.
I didn't. I saw Wes Craven was
random facts.
all involved with this though. Like it was his idea to reboot it because at this point, fucking
Mhm.
Texas Chainsaw and all that had come out, the remakes.
Shit, it had been what, 29 years from
From-
77 to 2006.
From the first one, yeah, but there's sequels to the original, so who knows how long it was before, since the
Did
last one to come out.
Did the older Hills Have Eyes have a sequel?
Yeah, it had a Hills Have Eyes
Oh
too.
shit.
So I looked up the director
I didn't
just because
know
you
that.
mentioned them, and the second movie that pops up that he directed is Piranha 3D. So, oh, he directed Crawl,
Did
Crawl?
did this
that one
did
with
this
the
guy do
alligator.
Did he do one called High Tension?
Let me see. Also, randomly, I saw the dude who makes Hereditary in them. They were saying that Joaquin Phoenix was going to be in his next movie. He did do High Tension.
An insane horror.
Oh, he did
movie, by
that
the way.
Horns movie with Daniel Radcliffe. He did the Maniac remake, also with Daniel Radcliffe. Or no, that's Elijah Wood, right?
How do you remake that? It's one of the best movies I've ever seen.
What? Horns?
Maniac?
Yeah.
Maniac?
The Maniac.
You've seen that?
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
It's like-
You've seen Maniac,
I've seen
Tom?
Maniac. The original,
Isn't
not
that-
the remake.
Isn't that guy, he was like obsessed with mannequins
Yeah.
and stuff? Is that this?
Yeah.
What's the name of this actor so I know not to watch his shit?
Wow. He's probably dead.
Actor- no,
the dude from the
who, the
original.
Yeah, the
Maniac.
director,
Oh.
yeah.
Alexander Aha.
All right.
AJA.
Ah.
So,
Anyway.
I don't know. Like, how do you think they could have made this movie better?
Like I said,
Cut out some shit.
I feel like the mutants need to be creepier.
And more of them, right?
I don't know. I think I could have done with less of them. I could have done with 4 mutants the whole movie. And just make them like... I wanted more of, like the stuff at the beginning where the random light that was flickering off in the distance and stuff. Where clearly like someone was out there and they just... I wanted more of that, but it very quickly after that just went into that kid getting spooked by the girl wearing his jacket and falling off the cliff. And then it was just all from that instant on. It was like, time to eat birds and rape people. Like...
So, this is a random question. We've all seen Paranormal Activity, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
So I
shit.
picked my movie. It's in the movies.
Is it Paranormal Activity?
No. That's the one. I was gonna pick it because like it's a scary movie. Like literally the last 10 minutes scares the shit out of me. So I picked a copy of it. So it's another
What is
found footage, boys.
The Lodgers?
The Dark
The
Tapes.
Dark Tapes.
Originally called The Lodgers.
Originally
No, I'm just kidding.
called
I just
Please Be Kind, Rewind.
Man, this shit looks like a student film or something.
Dark
Where do you see the
Tape.
Lodgers? I put it in movies. In the movie
Under it's like click or don't click on it, but go to it where you posted it, and under
Yeah.
it it's like The Lodgers coming out February 23rd,
Ooh.
but there's like a line through it.
It's a
Oh, I don't see that.
it's a horror sci-fi. Got some sci-fi elements apparently.
Sci-fi original?
No, it came out in theaters and stuff. It's a good movie.
Did it? It really came out in theaters?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll tell you when I give you the box office and shit in the next episode.
No, keeping you
Keeping you on your toes.
on your toes. You'll never know now. I have a feeling once we see it, we'll know.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking into it right now, and I know, but
I don't think it was in theaters. I'd never heard of this shit.
no, it wasn't in theaters.
This shit this shit aired like IFC after midnight or something. Like, have you ever seen that shit?
Yeah,
IFC
yeah.
after dark.
That fucking IFC channel.
This is quality entertainment, guys.
All right.
No, it could be cool.
It could be.
Have you seen it, Oni?
I saw it when I just Googled horror movies.
Oh god,
You
this
pulled
is
a
one of those.
Maverick.
This is a Mav
Yeah,
pick.
you put me on the spot. I forgot it was
Yeah.
my turn.
Well, I figured you were gonna pick that other movie.
Yeah, I
But
don't think it's a horror movie.
You went against it.
Yeah.
So
What was
get
the
it.
other choice? Or is it a
Uh,
secret?
It's that True Blue Romance
The
movie with
Prophecy.
Christian Slater,
Oh.
where he has the heart of an ape.
That's True Romance. It's not that movie though. You always get that mixed up with it. With
I
a
do,
different
yeah. I
sl-
talk about it all the time. It was gonna be this movie called The Prophecy with Christian Walken. Christopher Walken.
Okay.
Christopher
Yeah.
Walken.
Yeah, it was gonna just be a bunch of Thomas's bad impersonations. Is why I was gonna pick it, but
Hey,
I went a different route.
don't worry, I'll wait till my next pick. Don't- Well, all right. So hey, next week, the Dark Tapes. Look out for that.
I kind
I'm
of
excited.
I don't know. We might do an overtime this week, Tom. I got a movie I want to watch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I am kind of excited to watch the Dark Tapes. It's been a while since we've just watched a low budget like
Listen.
shitstorm.
But this movie is not low budget.
It's 65 grand to make it. Spoiler for the
Holy
next
shit.
episode.
Well, it's a found footage,
Yeah,
so it's a
so-
lot cheaper to do it that way. So,
All
but it
right.
has an all-star cast. So,
Okay.
all right, all the women seem like strippers, guys. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie, they don't seem like they're high-quality actresses. But the main guy is you would know him, Bags. Maybe not. Never mind.
I haven't even looked at this movie yet. I'm just taking your word for
Yeah.
it.
All right, I'm gonna show you a picture of this dude. You might know who he is.
I'm on IMDb now. I'll read the first couple reviews of The Lodgers.
It's not the Lodge.
You know it's a
Dark Tape.
it's a good cast when you go and like right now I just went on Wikipedia just because that was the first thing that popped up and only 3 people in the cast have Wikipedias where you can click on it and see what they've been in.
Apparently, this is like it's different stories in a movie.
Oh snap! We
Oh,
got
it's one of those.
we got different stories in this bitch.
It's like body bags, some John
Yeah.
Carpenter shit.
I might change this. Give me a day.
I like
We
this. No, I feel like we need to watch
might swap
this.
it up. So we'll see. We'll see.
No. Well, hey, next week for sure we're watching. I just lock you in.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I just might pick a different movie to do an overtime.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a couple movies like classic ones I wanted to watch, like The Omen and Poltergeist again.
Hmm.
But I remember The Omen being really scary as a kid.
I never watched.
But I don't think I understood it.
Yeah.
'Cause I watched it when I was like 8. So
We could watch Rosemary's Baby and take a fucking nap for an hour and a half.
if you want to
I
sleep with
just
me,
wanted
just say
to.
that.
Hey, I'm saying.
Hey.
Anyway, next week, check out the Dark Tapes. And yeah, thanks for listening to the Hills Have Eyes podcast. I don't know if we'll ever do like a sequel or the original. We'll probably do it eventually at some point.
Just for everyone's info, Maverick got arrested. His lawyer says he'll probably be here for the next one. It's but
Yeah,
that's what happens.
Bird law.
Mm-hmm. He kind of Anyways, I don't want to go into his legal trouble.
His legal
Cases are still pending.
Yeah.
So solicitation's no joke, though, guys.
Yeah,
Just say that.
All right. Well, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff.
If this video gets 100 likes, Thomas, will you play that acoustic guitar behind you?
Yeah.
Okay. We got a goal, boys. So,
All right.
Thomas is, Jimmy Buffett over here.
Jimmy Buffett, more like
Jimmy Buffet, fatty.